Wednesday evening, friends and neighbors. Tessuichi at the desk with the flying purple baseball beaters. I'm just taking a look at how dominant the Colorado Springs Sky Sox have been, champions in each of the last 7 seasons in the Pacific Coast League. Absolutely incredible. And a lot of those guys are getting promoted up to the big club. Ryan Domit, Chip Cannon, which is an amazing name. We've seen Brian Sanchez show up a few times. Randazzo looks like he's ready to show up in a big way very soon. So on and so forth. Oh, Oliver Perez. But our focus needs to be on the Major League Club, because we have game 163 coming up against the San Francisco Giants. All that's going to decide is who gets home field advantage in games 1, 2, and 5 versus games 3 and 4. So I'm not going to risk any of my big names playing in this one. We're going to go in and we're going to do some swapsies here. Give a bunch of people some breaks. I don't want any one of my main guys to get injured. Okay. Game 163 lineup intro with the weirdo lineup. Let's go. And now, the starting lineup for your Colorado Rockies! Batting first, the second baseman, number 1, Pete Orr. Batting second, the right fielder, number 21, Tsuyoshi Shinjo. Batting third, the first baseman, number 23, Chip Cannon. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 14, Grady Sizemore. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 7, Khalil Green. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 46, Ryan Domit. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 91, Tony Pena Jr. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 18, Trent Olchen. Batting ninth, the starting pitcher, number 20, David Rolandini. Good to see you in, AZ Axel. We get things started here against the San Francisco Giants. Because we're playing game 1, or game 163 here, we will let game 1 of the NLDS play through as is. Not saying we're getting like the surrender squad out there, but no Griffey, no Thames, no Tag Bozide, and no Hillenbrand. Good play by Shinjo out there. First baseman, Jeff Berblinger. Floated into right. Picked up there by Shinjo. Ooh, they got Miggy Cabrera in your save, Sailor. I mean, it'd be nice if we still destroy the Giants, but the problem is we're still facing Scott Rowland. And that's a wild pitch from Domit. 2-2 on the way to Rowland. Rolandini, this is sky high on the infield. Charging in his Orr, and he makes the play. 2 down now for Alex Rodriguez. 2-2 on the way from Rolandini. Swing and a miss. Very different looking offense up against Chris Buchek. They're burning their number 1 guy. We're pitching our number 4 guy. Pete Orr's going to send this to the left center gap. That could be 2, possibly 3. Picked up by Podsednik. Stand-up double. Okay, we almost lost Pete Orr on that play. Shinjo, 2-2. Called strike 3. Buchek with his first strikeout of the game. Chip Cannon, 22-year-old rookie first baseman. That's straight through the box, base hit. Orr will round third and score successfully. Sizemore works the count full. On the ground, that could be 2. It is. Reyes to A-Rod on to first. But the Rockies strike first. It's 1-0 Colorado here in the top of the second. Line to center field, and Olchin isn't going to find this one. Good throw into second, but it's a leadoff single, or leadoff double for Piedra. Jorge Piedra, the right fielder. That'll bring up Rontre Johnson. 2-1 on the way. On the ground. They go to third. Tony Pena Jr. But the fielder's choice is not successful. Piedra beats it out. My guys, what are you doing? Rocketed into right field by Benji Molina. Clearly he wants to burn his former club. 2 RBI double by Benji Molina. That will bring up Guillermo Reyes. 2-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. It's Buchek. That's a wild pitch from Rolandini. That'll advance the runner to third.
Strike 3.
Buchek can't put the ball in play. 2 down. Podsednik, 1-2. Called strike 3. Rolandini racks up 3 Ks, but allows 2 earned runs. Khalil Green, something of a secret weapon here against San Francisco. Ryan Domit. Slow roller over to shortstop. Reyes will retire Domit. Pena Jr. now. Bouncer up the middle. Could be a tough play for Reyes. He's there in time. For Rolandini, this is as much of a tune-up as it is an audition for the postseason rotation. It's him or William Juarez. Roland, high drive to right field in front of the warning track. Shinjo makes the grab. Shinjo's been known as something of a leadership candidate in the room. Rumor has it that he wants to try his hand at managing back in his home country of Japan. Full count on Jorge Piedra. Popped up into foul territory. Cannon in front of the dugout. Makes the squeeze. No harm, no foul there. It'll be Olchin, Rolandini, Orr here in the bottom of the third. And Trent Olchin will check in with a leadoff single. Rolandini. Bunted and caught by Scott Rowland. Popped up a mile high. Olchin, a known speedster. Count is 2-0. I make that 3-0.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss. That's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Two to one. Giants over Rockies. Rontre Johnson. All right, it's not just me. This guy just burns us alive, doesn't he? Okay, batting 287, 329, 438. Still less than ideal. Bunch it back to the pitcher, though. Go for the sacrifice. Johnson to second. Here's Guillermo Reyes. Fly ball to center field. Trent Olchin has it 2 down. That'll force Buchek to bat here. That's popped up into foul territory. Cannon is going to wave off Domit. Shinjo, Cannon, Sizemore. Tsuyoshi Shinjo will lace a leadoff single. Chip Cannon now. 2-0 to from Buchek. High drive to right center field. Sound the horn. Chip Cannon, his 3rd home run in his little cup of tea. Up with the big club. Oh, he's going to be our starting first baseman next season for sure. Grady Sizemore goes to just about the same place in the dugout. Or on the field, up against the bullpen wall. Still nobody out here as Sizemore makes it a 20 double season. Green. On the ground, first baseman has it. Berblinger can't pick it up. That's an oof for the normally sure-handed Berblinger. Domit now. On the ground, that could be 2. It will be. But Sizemore stands at third for Pena Jr. On the ground, Roland, all the time in the world. So Chip Cannon puts the Rockies back in the win column. Bashed on the ground, Cannon collects it himself. Unassisted putout. Berblinger. Up the middle, Paint, or gathers it up. Roland now. 1-1 on the way. On the ground, Pena Jr. from deep in the hole. Beautiful play. Halfway home, Rockies lead 3-2. Olchin skies this one. A mile high, if you will. A-Rod makes a squeeze. Rolandini batting with the bases empty. Well, he'll get the ball in play, but that's an easy catch for Podsednik. Pete Orr now. Up the first base line, gathered by Berblinger. Rolandini still working here in the top of the 6th. A-Rod sends this to left. Sizemore collects. 1 down. Piedra. 1 for 2 with a double. Line to center field. That could be extra bases again. It's over the head of Olchin. Second double of the game for Jorge Piedra. That will get Jose Camacho up in the bullpen. 2 men on the way to Rontre Johnson. Fly ball to center. Olchin has a beat on it. Second out of the inning, and the runner holds. Here's Molina. Line to right at Shinjo. We may see a 7th inning from Rolandini. I think he's getting his way back into the rotation at this point. Shinjo picks up another hit. Cannon now, 1-1. That's belted to deep center field and caught on front of the warning track by Rontre. Oof. If that was pulled anywhere, that would have been gone. Sizemore with a 1-out single. Here's Khalil Green. Fly ball to left, Podsednik brings it in. Domit now, switch hitting catcher. Wild pitch on 0-2. Base runners will advance. On the ground, A-Rod gets it. That'll end the bottom of the 6th. Rolandini. Probably has 1 base runner's worth of leeway here. That'll be the end of Chris Butchek's day. Randy Wynn enters the game. Ground ball up the middle. Or 2 down. Podsednik. 1-1 on the way. Fly ball to deep left center field. Olchin with an over-the-shoulder grab. Superstats replay. That's a 4-star catch in left center field. Trent Olchin on his horse. We are winning indeed, AZ Axel. Ken Cloud out of the ball or into the ball game. Pena will ground out. Here's Olchin again, center fielder. Little dribbler back to the mound. 2 down. We will indeed see a pinch hitter here. Team captain Kevin Millar will bat with 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch swing is on the ground. A-Rod collects. Through 7, Rockies lead 3-2. Jose Camacho enters the game here in the top of the 8th. He may just be the final man up here for the Rockies, trying to save the strong arms of the bullpen for the games that matter. Or with a daring catch, makes the play. Full count on Scott Rowland. Line to center field, that'll be played on a hop by Olchin. And Rowland has a hit. Pinch hitting here for Trot Nixon for Alex Rodriguez is Trot Nixon. Interesting move. They're trying to go for the platoon splits here. 1-2 on the way from Camacho. Tries the back pick. Full count. And Nixon is aboard. Runners at first and second now for Jorge Piedra. Two on the way from Camacho. Popped up into foul territory. Green squeezes it. 2 down. Here's Johnson. Full count from Camacho. Line to the left center gap. That's going to flip the score again. Jose Camacho might have been left in just a little too long. Once again, Rontre Johnson burns the Rockies. Molina will ground out. You know what? I'm okay with this because it means they burn their stud closer, Eric McRae, in a meaningless game. All going according to Henkaku. Eric McRae, famous for that incredible curveball, complements it with a low to mid-90s fastball, too. If you can make contact, it's going far. Like this Shinjo single. 3 for 4 today. Shinjo with a Moda show in his terminology. Here's Cannon. He'll work the 4-pitch walk. Sizemore now, 0-2. On the ground, that's going to be a tough play. Sacrifice to first base. Berblinger to McRae. Green, 1-2 on the way.
Strike
Swing
3.
and a miss. Camacho stays in the game. Also getting loose is Adam Bostic. Fly ball to right center. Shinjo makes the grab. Enrique Wilson, the pinch hitter here. 2-2 on the way from Camacho. So McRae just gets the 1 inning of work. Oh, never mind. He's batting 4th. Adam Bostic into the game. Relieving Camacho, who would be on the hook for the loss should this score hold. Lefty on lefty matchup. Into the shift. Bobby Games will be the pitcher. Eric McRae will take a seat. Games is no slouch either. Against the Colorado batters have only mustered an OPS of 759 against him. And Ryan Domit's going to crank a leadoff single. Tony Pena Jr. now. Full count. Drill to the right center field gap. And that's going to hit off the wall. This game could be tied. Ooh. The go-ahead run is at third base. Or is at second base. And now, entering the game, Tag Bo Zeed. Tag Bo Zeed. Tag Bo Zeed. Okay, it's a tie game now. The pinch hit worked. I want someone who can make contact against lefties. Pena Jr. on third. Guillen at the plate. They will intentionally walk him. Another pinch hit coming. All the stars are coming into the game. It's Wandel Campana now. 0-2. Fly ball deep to center field, possibly deep enough. Rontre Johnson collects it. The throw will be cut off. The Rockies win the West. Wandel Campana with a RBI sac fly hands the win to the Colorado Rockies. They will host Game 1 in 2 days' time. We were 9 games behind the division leader before we fixed the humidor. And we win the division in Game 163. Yes, yes, yes! All right, we got to set our playoff roster now. Can we activate? Yes, okay, so I was worried about Victor Martinez possibly being too hurt to play. I gave him a rest for a few days. We gotta play him. So, playoff roster. Players eligible for playoff roster. Victor Martinez. Why is he showing on the injured list? Or red? He's day-to-day. He's in. Kim. I mean, looks like it's going to be everyone, because I guess we just don't have anyone else who's eligible. William Juarez will get the Game 1... Oh, wait, we have 2 days off. Okay, so it will be Kirk Sarlos getting the start in Game 1. Because Brian Scott is still tuckered out. I like the bullpen. We're short a pitcher. Wait, yeah, why is Rolandini not eligible? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Because I want Victor Martinez in the game at third base. That way Orr can get a break and Campana can start at second. I trust Campana more. Who else are we missing here? Watson? Is Vasquez eligible? No, we're already up at 25. All right, that's our team. That was easy. So, let's break down our postseason scenarios. Baltimore Orioles got here because Mike Cameron decided to go off. Well, mainly their big 2 guys are Matt Scanlon with his third 40-plus home run season and Prince Fielder with his second 55-plus season. He's only 20 years old. Guy's good. The Texas Rangers are here because they have an absolute lumber crew. Over 1,000 runs scored, I point out. They got Larry Walker, Andre Ethier, Nomar Garciaparra, Carl Crawford, Corey Koski, a holdover from the 95 club, ditto for Ivan Rodriguez, Steve Neal, who's their DH, and Brant the Natural Colomarino, he who has rewritten the record book with a 79 home run campaign. That he got past Marcus Thames for the most home runs in a single season, and he even got past Hack Wilson. He is the first and only player above 200. in the 200 RBI club. That's how good Brant Colomarino is. So I've got Texas in a walk in this one. Series 2, the 2001 champion Boston Red Sox will try to get back to the big dance. They went big in the offseason, adding Jason Giambi and Aubrey Huff and extending Derek Jeter. Yeah, they picked him up in a trade from the Yankees this offseason. It's weird. It's all weird. CC Sabathia known as their ace, but Willie Brown, we traded to these guys. Also competent, second best offense in the American League. Their opposition, the Kansas City Royals, a surprise winner in the Central. They had to fend off the Minnesota Twins, who went on like a 10-game win streak. For Call, a big name, Greg Jeffries. Our old friend Paul Wilson, the store brand ace. But the big name, of course, is Tom Bryce, who put up a American League Triple Crown campaign. Well, at least on the slash line. He didn't win on home runs or RBIs, but triple crown on his way to a 12.3 wins above replacement season. That's the fourth best all time, the best in the post-integration era, beating out Carlos Guillen's best. This is a toss-up. I think it's going to be the Red Sox, but it's going to be close. The Chicago Cubs bring their century of bad luck into the postseason. Jermaine Dye, the big offensive option here, JJ Fermaniak, but they are doing best in defense. John Smoltz is having a resurgent campaign with the Cubbies. They've got Konopke, they got Floyd, Nolasco, Ritzma, Sheets. They got Sheets again up against the Mets, who took advantage of a Florida flop down the stretch. Gary Sheffield is back to doing Gary Sheffield things. Travis Fryman's in here. Brian Klesko defensive, or as the offense. Andrew Jones has the defense. Bobby Abreu signed with this club in the offseason. Looks like it paid off for him. And finally, us. This is a rematch of the 2001 NLCS or NLDS. Like that year, we played the Giants in a game 163, and the Giants won that series in 5. I hope the results are different this time. Kringen versus Sarlos in Colorado. A late... Uh-oh. Sarlos is injured. No! No. Please just be day-to-day. Not nice! Game 2, Brian Scott against Ruben Quevedo. 8-7, the Rockies come close but can't quite get ahead. Scott gets absolutely lit up. We head. Still no word on Sarlos. We head to San Francisco. Torn flexor tendon out for season. $6.5 million on the injured list. We head to San Francisco. And the Giants are once again putting their boot on our necks. We need to win back-to-back to survive. The Texas Rangers are moving on to the ALCS, disposing of the Orioles in 4 games. The Kansas City Royals are headed to the ALCS. Impressive work by the Royals. They'll face the Rangers. The New York Mets sweep the Chicago Cubs and will play in the NLCS. The last spot is ours. Are we seriously going to be another win game 1, lose the next 3 team? Hey, Breeze, good to see you. Marcus Thames, 1-out single. All right. We have a start. Griffey, 1-2 from Fiery. Line through past Rodriguez. That's a base hit. First and second for Tagbo Zede. Tagbo Zede. Line diving catch by Roland. If that was anyone else, I would have been past him. Nilsson walks to load the bases. Here's Victor Martinez. 1-2 on the way from Fiery. Fly ball high and deep to center field. Break out the Ryan Mustard. 414 feet to the deepest part of the park. Rockies lead 4-0. Now Rolandini just has to do to these guys what he did back at our place. Okay, Podsednik beats out an infield single against a shift. That's less than ideal. 1-0 on the way to Berblinger. Fly ball to center field. Thames hauls it in. Roland, the 1-2 from Rolandini. Popped up on the infield. Campana makes the grab. Three-one count on Trot Nixon. Lazy fly ball to left. Bozede brings it in. Good contact there from Campana, but Rentres makes the catch. Rolandini to right field. Easy fly ball for Nixon. Guillen back to the top of the lineup already. Shoots this one into the right field corner. That could be extra bases. It'll hold. He will hold there. Thames, the 3-1. Line to center field. Johnson makes the play. Here's Johnson, center fielder. Fly ball to center. That'll be played on a hop by Thames. Checking in on the runner. No play at second, so Guillen will fire off to Nilsson. Molina. 1-1. There's some soft contact. Another shutdown inning. Top of the third. Fiery. That's deep to the opposite field. Is that one going to go? That's going to scrape the wall. Ball go far for Ken Griffey Jr. 5-0 Rockies, and that's the end of the day for Fiery. Tom Schneider into the game.
Strike 3.
Nilsson. We'll roll this one over to Roland. Easy play for Scott. Victor Martinez. It's on the ground. Victor still struggling a little bit there. I mean, he did hit the grand slam, true, but still. Piedra pinch hitting here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Podsednik.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss again. Couple challenge fastballs here from Rolandini. Berblinger. Popped up a mile high. Nilsson waits for it to come down. Berblinger was almost at second by the time that thing landed. Ignacio Lopez out of the bullpen now for the Giants. Top of the fourth. Slow roller up the middle. Reyes is going to be challenged. Good play to get Shea Hillenbrand. Wandel Campana.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Lopez, good inning of work here.
Strike 3.
2 strikeouts. Full count to Scott Rowland. They didn't want anything to do with him, and he works the leadoff walk. Trot Nixon. 1-2 on the way. Into the shift. Campana boots it. Wandel. The heck was that, man? Oh, boy. Giants are making a game of it. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Quick chat with Rolandini. 0-2 on Rontre Johnson. Swing and a miss. Infield stays in against Reyes. 1-0 on the way. Popped up. Playable by Guillen. He ranges out into no man's land. And now Molina. On the ground. Going to be a tough play. No throw by anyone. Infield RBI single for Benji Molina. 5-2 the score. Joe Randa will be the pinch hitter here. 1-1. Line to right at Griffey. Ken Cloud now. Third time through the lineup for the Rockies. Still clinging to a 5-2 lead. Guillen, leadoff walk. Thames. Guillen holds at first. Full count. Popped up on the infield. Berblinger makes the catch. Here's Griffey. 3 home runs already. They want nothing to do with him. They're putting him aboard. Screw it. Double steal. All right, now swing away. 0-2 on Bozide.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Nilsson is having a lousy postseason so far. He might just rewrite that story, though. That's a single, and that will score a run. Off-target throw. Dave Nilsson restores the lead to 4 runs. Victor Martinez now. Up the first base line and fair. That's into triples alley. You know Victor Martinez. He loves those triples.
Safe.
It's a double. The relay throw is offline. 8-2 Rockies now. They've come back and then some. I kind of want to rest Martinez. Save him for game 5. So we're going to see Pete Orr come up after this inning. Let's get the good bullpen arms loose. Kim. Slow roller back to the pitcher's mound. Rolandini. Easy play. One away. Third time through the lineup after all. Berblinger is plunked. Two one to Roland. Fly ball right field. Griffey collects 2 down. Trot Nixon. 2-2 on the way. Nersha, thank you much for the raid. Much appreciated. Good play by Hillenbrand. This is game 4 of the NLDS. We are down 2 games to 1. But as you can see, we're kind of putting the screws to them. Checking in as a pinch hitter is Pete Orr. Slow roller to second. Rodriguez makes the play. Guillen, the shortstop. Swing and a miss. Pete Orr will enter the game as the new second baseman. Campana moves from second to third. Byung-Hyun Kim enters the game as the new pitcher. Rolandini goes 5 innings, allowing only 2 runs. But damn if it didn't work. Byung-Hyun Kim into the game now. Gives up a loud fly ball to Alex Rodriguez, but that will just be a single. Griffey was playing, expecting the hop. Here's Johnson. On the ground, Campana goes to second or gets the fielder's choice. Good defense all around the diamond now in support of Kim. Guillermo Reyes, the switch hitter. Popped up behind first base. Nilsson makes the grab. 2 down. Molina. That'll be a wild pitch. Shea Hillenbrand can't corral it. 1-1 now to Benji. On the ground, Guillen collects. Inning over. I'd love to get 2 innings out of Kim. He only threw 8 pitches. I think we can do that. Marcus Thames deep to center field. Rontre Johnson in front of the track. Brings it in.
Strike 3.
Posey, lazy fly ball to right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7th inning stretch time. We invite you to join in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Roberto Petahine into the game as a pinch hitter. Goes the other way. That'll land in front of Bozide. Leadoff man's aboard. Podsednik. Into the shift. That could be 2. Or to Gian to Nilsson. Double play. Rowenhorst getting loose in the bullpen. Alongside Mark Sullivan. Berblinger plunked again. 1-2 to Scott Rowland from Kim. Fly ball to center field, Thames. Hauls it in. Chad Paronto from Toronto? Enters the game. Dave Nilsson, fly ball to center field. Maybe we gotta put, whatever. We'll figure it out. You know what? We're going to stick with the hot hand. Pinch hitter here is Tsuyoshi Shinjo. Already has a home run in this series. We'll drill this to center field. 2 down. Hillenbrand, the catcher. A few fly balls, but Paronto gets through it. Rockies by 6. Mark Sullivan getting some low leverage innings here.
Strike 3.
Came over in a trade this offseason and was pressed into closer duty. He excelled in the job before hitting a rough stretch. Three-one to Johnson. He's aboard with a walk. Reyes. 1-2 from Sullivan.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Good inning of work here from Mark Sullivan. I say we give him 2.
Strike 3.
Let's get through the top of the 9th. Diving catch there by Nixon. Good play. Gian. 1 for 3 today. Will chase Johnson. It's over his head up against the wall. Carlos Gian glides into second with a 2-out double. Thames, 1-2. That's the problem with Marcus Thames' game. DeLiza is up in the bullpen just in case. Molina gets his second hit of the game. Pinch hitter here is the switch hitter, Randy Wynn. Full count from Sullivan.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Full count on Podsednik. He's aboard with a walk. Carlos DeLiza will enter to deal with Berblinger and Rowland. Rowenhorst stands ready in case they need him for Nixon. Fly ball to center field on a hop. Everyone moves up 90 feet. Bases are loaded with 1 out. And here's Scott Rowland. No doubles defense. Fly ball to center field. Deep. Thames has it lined up. Throw is cut off. 2 down now. Rowenhorst will deal with Trot Nixon. 0-2 the count. Fly ball to left. Bozide has it. We head back to Denver and get ready for Game 5. This one was over from the word go. It will be Kringen versus William Juarez. The best offense in the National League against the best defense in the National League. Wait, no, it'll be Brian Scott getting the call against Ruben Quevedo. Piedra getting the start in right field. Going for the defense instead of Trot Nixon. .43 degrees here in Colorado, or in Denver. Brian Scott acquired from the Yankees. Leadoff walk for Podsednik, less than ideal. First pitch is bunted back to the pitcher. They're playing some small ball here. With first base available,
Strike 3.
Roland will strike out a swinging. Rodriguez now, 0-1. Fly ball to right. Griffey waits for it to come to him. Inning over. Ruben Quevedo. Oh, that's not a good looking movement score. Fastball, curveball, changeup. This could get ugly. Carlos Guillen, line to left. Diving catch by Podsednik. Thames. On the ground. Slow roller. Rodriguez won't be able to make the play. Ken Griffey Jr. Slow roller again. This one's thrown to second. Good slide there. Breaks up the double play. Tag Bozide. On the ground, Roland goes the short way. Here's the right fielder, Piedra. Into the shift, booted by Campana. That's his second error this series. Wandel, buddy. You're killing me here. Full count on Johnson, swing and a miss. Molina. 2-2 on the way from Scott. Oh, he mad. Two to Reyes.
Strike 3.
Strikes out the side. Minus the error. Scott wants this. Big game Brian, call him. Victor Martinez still dealing with that oblique injury. Ground out to his counterpart at third base. Here's Hillenbrand. Quevedo has so far minimized the damage. A very Uncoors-like start to this game. Podsednik, fly ball to shallow center. Good thing Thames was drawn in. 2 down. 1-2 to Berblinger. On the ground, Martinez unloads the cannon. Campana, Scott Guillen. Quevedo's having himself a good game. 2 strikeouts in a row now. And a ground out of Guillen. Through 3, we're scoreless. Full count to Scott Rowland. Up the middle, going to be a tough play. Guillen throws in time. Here's Alex Rodriguez, 3-0 the count. And he's walked. That'll bring up Piedra. 3-1 to him. Back-to-back walks here by Brian Scott. That's going to draw a quick chat from manager John Pacella. Lined right to Martinez. They don't get any easier than that. Molina. Fly ball to center field. Thames has a beat on it. Inning over.
Strike
Thames
3.
swings and misses. 3 Ks now for Quevedo. And Griffey's going to get a hit here with 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Only the second hit of the game. Tagbo Z to right field, and Piedra hauls it in. Dave Nilsson batting in the 5 spot. Slow roller, bounce to second. Reyes pitcher spot, Podsednik here. Easy play there for Guillen. Here's Quevedo. Don't walk the pitcher. Gah! I don't like all this traffic on my base paths. Burblinger's is going to send this to the left center gap. That's going to hand the Giants the lead in this elimination game. First hit of the ball game, scores 2 runs. 2-0 San Francisco.
Strike 3.
Can we just get out of the inning? 7 walks. We're going to let him figure it out. There we go. Victor Martinez. Something needs to get going here for these Rockies. Loud foul ball by V-Mart. This is grounded to the third baseman, Rowland. Here's Hillenbrand. First pitch swing is lined up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. Rontre Johnson is there. I am so sick of these Giants, guys. Wandel Campana ends the bottom of the 5th. Rockies only have 2 hits so far. Sean Bryant out of the bullpen. Was a dynamo in both bullpen and rotation for these Rockies. Quevedo will bat for himself. 0 for 1 with a walk.
Strike 3.
Swings and misses. Bottom of the 6th we go. Tsuyoshi Shinjo into the game. We're only down by 2. Let's get Dickey up. Shinjo, lazy fly ball to center. Johnson's there. Guillen works the count to 3-1. Board with a walk. First walk issued by Quevedo. Full count on Thames. Inside ball 4. 2 runners aboard for Griffey. That's a wild pitch. Both runners will advance. Full count to Griffey now. Fly ball deep to center field. That will end the deadlock at least. Guillen will charge in and score. 2-1 Giants over Rockies. Tag Bozide 0-2. Fly ball center field. Johnson just waits for it. R.A. Dickey enters the game. And he's going to let the knuckleball fly. Top of the 7th. Rockies season on the line. Down by a run. With 9 outs to work with. Oh, good play by Guillen. Rolling. First pitch is swinging. Thames has an easy read of it. Rockies are using all the guns, all the bullets in the chamber now. Mark Sullivan up and getting loose. Martinez, 2-2 the count.
Strike 3.
Swung on and missed. 3-0 for Hillenbrand. Tying run now aboard. Campana, 2-2. Fly ball to the left. Podsednik brings it in. Mark Sullivan into the game. Was a closer for a good part of the Rockies season. A-Rod flies out to Bozide and left. Here is Piedra. Swing and a miss. 95 on the gun. Rontre Johnson. Slow roller up the middle. Campana has it, but can't get it out of his mitt. One-0 to Benji Molina. Popped up into foul territory. Martinez makes the grab. Bottom of the 8th. Grady Sizemore will pinch hit here against Todd LaRocca. Shields will get the 9th.
Strike 3.
Sizemore down on K's. Here's Guillen. Slow roller to A-Rod. Going to be a tough play. And Berblinger can't make the catch. Guillen aboard with the error. Aiden Millen behind the plate taking over for Molina. Come on, Thames. Run into one, will ya? Not like that. Griffey, how about? Ken Griffey Jr. Oh, Johnson again. Ay, ay, ay. Scott Shields into the game. Rockies need 1 run in 3 outs, or their season is over.
Strike 3.
Milan, the defensive substitution, checks in with a lead out, or with a one-out single. Here is Podsednik. 3-1 the count from Shields. Fly ball just still not shallow enough. Yeesh. Berblinger. Popped up. Infield fly rule will be called. Guillen makes the grab. 2 down now. First pitch swinging is Scott Rowland. Line to left. Past Bozide! Oh no! He may have lost that one in the lights.
Safe!
4-1 Giants, and the hill just got deeper for the Rockies.
Safe!
Make that 5-1. Once again, Roland and Rodriguez, you can only contain them for so long. And Shields is coming apart at the seams here. Kim getting loose in the bullpen just to try and get that final out. Rockies need a miracle here in the bottom of the 9th to keep their season alive.
Strike 3!
Victor Martinez is not saying die. Down to their final strike. It looks like he could be standing at second or third with 2 down.
Safe!
That is a 2-out triple for the triples machine. Hillenbrand will try to cash him. Fly ball to left. Podsednik has it. And the San Francisco Giants have defeated the Colorado Rockies in 5 and will advance to play the New York Mets in the NLCS. Biggest game of the season, and our offense disappears. Scott Rowland bats .444, 522, 778 for the MVP. If we had won the series, I'm positive it would have been Griffey. And the worst part of all this is we don't have Sarlos for all of next season. Of course, the guy we give the big contract to has tore his flexor tendon. Durable by butt end. Playoffs are hard in this game, man. And we left Coe in for too long against them. Oh no. Error by Campana and Nilsson. Did Campana have 3 errors at second base that series? Is that what happened? If I was unscrupulous, I'd just crash the game and do it again. It'll be Rangers and Mets, so at least the Giants ran into... Oh, 4 straight. Losses. Oh, sure, their offense worked. Brant Colomarino hit 6 home runs in a 5-game series. Excuse me. Rangers back to the World Series against the New York Mets. Mets haven't won since '86. Rangers haven't won since '95. I am hella mad. And there you have it, folks. The Texas Rangers are back atop the baseball world, courtesy of the greatest home run hitter this league has ever seen, Brant the Natural Colomarino. So now what am I going to do? Of course, it's going to be another off-stream, or off-season stream now. Hopefully your holiday season is going better than this. Oh man, AZ Axel's gonna be so disappointed when he comes back. So, did anyone get anything fun for Christmas? If you hear any cooing noises, that's my feline supervisor Mickey, who has taken up residence on my lap. This literally was the worst possible outcome for this postseason. Not only did we lose in the first round again, but we lost Sarlos for the entirety of the 2005 season. Like, I wouldn't count on him for the postseason, for Pete's sake. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto just got introduced to fans as a Los Angeles Dodger. He's wearing number 18, and ugh. It's hard out here for a Blue Jays fan. Who are the Blue Jays spending money on? Isaiah Kiner Falefa. We don't have a team captain if Millar leaves, so yeah, we're going to execute that option. And of course, we had our budget cut. Great. Let's compare our ticket prices to the rest of the league. Team statistics, team finances. Oh, we could easily go to 16 bucks and still be the cheapest in the league. Okay. That's what we'll do. Someone's got to pay for Guillen's eventual opt-out and contract extension. Oh, he's worried now. Great. I don't like my owner. I mean, we did move up our farm system a little bit. Drew's going to be a big component of that. Joe Little, Randazzo. Chip Cannon is our first baseman next season at this point. All right. Shinjo, we're going to let walk. Mortale Mago, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Any of these guys we care about? Not particularly. Okay. Koei wants a long-term deal. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't want to do it until we know what the deal is with Guillen. His opt-out is after 2005, and if he decides to opt out, we will have some money to play with, theoretically. Huh, I'm not going to do that. If I didn't save Scum to get myself a win in that postseason round, I'm not going to do that to change my owner. We are going to extend everyone who's eligible to be extended. Maybe we can cut some of these guys. Delisa keeps having negative WAR because he outperforms his PBAP. Also gave up way too many home runs, but I like that he's got a screwball, so he's relatively even. Let's just do a one-year contract. We're not going to be able to do anything this offseason anyway. We have nothing. Alright, Giuliano. I mean, we traded for him with the Diamondbacks because I suspect he'll be good. But do we really want to keep him on arbitration while he's restoring his torn labrum? I think that's got to be one where we got to put our foot down and say money is for players who stay with the club. I don't guarantee anyone any Royal Kim. Campana. He's been worth it. It is a lot of money in arbitration, though. I'm not going to guarantee him a starting spot either. He's going to have to play for it. I think Orr's going to be in an ARB decline. He just disappeared on us. Let's keep Victor Martinez and avoid arbitration with him. Okay, let's see. We need what role? Oh, only one. Oh, and the entire staff of the Modesto Nuts quit. Okay. Let's move Rich Gibson up to AAA. Let's see if there's anyone who wants to come to us in AA. Yeah, let's hire that guy. Let's move up our entire staff from the BC. Justin Gotham goes to Single A. Oh. Justin Gotham goes to pitching coach for Single A Modesto. My bad. Which means Mike Humphreys moves up to Tri-City. Keep Viola where he is. Keep Williamson where he is. Ooh, I like Brad Arnsberg. Let's lock him up for 5 years. He'll move up the depth chart quickly. So with Sarlos out for the season, kind of makes the rest of our rotation a little bit roughshod, doesn't it? We gotta hope Randazzo or Sanchez figures it out. And hopefully increasing our ticket prices will help make this happen. I just love to get past the NLDS, you know? We keep struggling to do that, it seems. Ah, fine. Wes Chamberlain isn't going to be joining our team. All right, we got Brad Arnsberg now as a pitching coach, and I'm going to quickly move him up in the organization. Like, we got a bunch of guys expiring soon in terms of their contracts. He easily could move up a few spots. Golden Gloves, Shea Hillenbrand gets his second as catcher, back-to-back behind the Colorado dish. Love it. Guillen gets another one at shortstop. It's going to be so expensive. Shivas Clark wins it in center field, so Thames still didn't win Golden Glove. Promotion to a better role. Would I move him to be our bench coach? Good, excellent, excellent. What about if I offer you an extension? Not interested? Okay, he just wants to walk. Okay, fine. Better get something in exchange. Okay, so Staggs is going to stick around, considering we just gave him a massive 5-year deal. He's won just about everywhere we staff him. Silver Sluggers! Guillen, Thames, not Griffey. They went with Manny Ramirez. Oh, one more home run, yeah, okay. Alright, Vance Lovelace leaves after one season. Thanks. Friggin' cheers. Good news is we're not losing that much. Actually, this is our chance to move Steve Staggs up. Perfect. Gets a promotion. Doesn't make anything worse. Of course, now we need a new manager for our single A team. Go with Devin Cooper. 2-year deal. I try not to hire away from other organizations. I know it's a thing you can do, and Lord knows it's happened to me plenty, but Quentin. Ooh, that's a very good outfielder. 5 wins above replacement, unanimous. Rookie of the year, beating out his teammate Brad Eldred. In the American League, it's Curtis Granderson of the world champion Texas Rangers. Eric McRae wins Rolaids Relief Man for the National League. We didn't get a single vote. Of course, we're not going to get any Cy Young. Brad Penny wins it in a contested match over Ryan Anderson. Coey gets a couple votes. I'll take it. Bobby Valentine with the Mets. So he wins a championship with the Rangers instead of going to Chiba in 1995. And now he guides the Mets to within a title. And your MVP, Gary Sheffield. Ooh. All right. It stinks that we're losing Giuliano, but maybe in a year or so when he's healthy, he can come back. I just need a little bit of money back. Barres is going to be a starter next season. Bryant's walking. All right, free agency is open. Dare I ask how much money we have? Oh, thank goodness the Giants actually lost wins above replacement. Trot Nixon, Quevedo, who won Game 5. LaRocca, who got one of the saves. Blue Jays lost a lot of guys. Lance Berkman used his opt-out. He is the most eligible bachelor in the majors. Okay, so 15th biggest payroll or budget, 6th biggest payroll, 15th biggest budget, 6th biggest payroll. Yeah, we're going to have a very, very quiet off season. Let's just get to the winter meetings and see if anyone wants to make a trade for an interesting player. Rontre Johnson heads to the Marlins. Lance Berkman joins the Rangers. Oh no! Oh, that is a violent looking team. Rangers might be the next American League dynasty now that the Blue Jays are done. With Colomarino? Yeah. And they got Francisco Cordero as well. Let's go to the transactions. Or the off-season center. Let's see what's been going on. Ruben Quevedo heads from San Francisco to Baltimore on a team-friendly-ish deal. Francisco Cordero joins the Rangers at a premium. Burdak to the Phillies. Gabe White to the Tigers on a healthy deal. Mike Young goes to Toronto after one season in Kansas City. Oh, Blue Jays might be right back in it. Lance Berkman inks the mega deal. 7 years, $84 million. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Rangers are going to be a problem. They timed up everything perfectly. John Asahina, and Tim Davis, two former Rockies, head to the Phillies, so we'll be seeing them again. Jose Bautista heads from the Phillies to the Reds. Do we want to bring Bartolo Colon back on a one-year deal? Yeah, they'd have to eat all money. Yeah, that's not happening. They can barely afford their own budget. Looks like the White Sox are selling. I mean, yes, he tore his ACL, so he may not be that Albert, but that's a very good-looking Pujols. Who are the White Sox looking for from us? They want Tagbozid. Could I interest you in one slightly used Victor Martinez? It's not no. No, we've got Victor Martinez, though. Like, adding Albert Pujols would be great if we could extend him, and we can't afford that, so that trade talk is going nowhere. Yeah, this is going to be a very quick and very quiet offseason for the Colorado Rockies. We may not even be able to afford to keep Guillen if he opts out. I like seeing Sullivan as our new closer. I think that'll work. Is there anyone Rule 5 eligible we care about? Yes, Dusty Gomon. The rest of these guys, I do not care. Alright, so Kornev is no longer untouchable. Bozid is. As is Griffey Jr. Not willing to waive his NTC. He could set the major league record for home runs next season, by the way. Career home runs. So yeah, we're just going to run it back next year. That's all I can think of. Anyone interesting in the Rule 5 I can look at? Riggs basically looks like Khalil Green. Reddy Yan is basically the cheap man's Paul Orr or Pete Orr. There's a familiar name, Rajay Davis. Yeah, none of these guys are calling to me. Take a look at the pitchers at least. John Skinner or John Corcoran probably play on our club. If they come to us. And then there's Jorge Campillo, who could be a starter. Bit of a slop ball thrower, but I won't say no. Luke Anderson. PBABIP and home run suppression. Okay. Now let's look at PBABIP suppress and see who's the best out there. Mike Rahilly. All right. Jesse Carlson's a lefty. That could work. Or if Brian Burris is available, we'll go grab him. All right, so it's... Who does the scout say we should take? Jorge Campillo. Yeah, we'll grab him. Oh, he's a leader too. Okay, I vibe with this. And if we set him as a starter, he's a team captain. Very handy. Good to know that we have a captain in our midst. And my music has disappeared again. Yeah, Scout says we should skip. I'm okay to skip. Who is keeping this draft going? Who's the poverty franchise? Of course it's Oakland. At least this means we can let Oleg Kornev develop down in the minors, or Bostic for that matter. Oh shoot, I gotta do my Hall of Fame voting. I almost forgot. Yikes. Alright. Clemens. Dykstra. Eck. Molitor. Reigns. Ozzy, Steve. Trammell. Whitaker. Yeah. That is a crowded ballot. Larry Walker goes to Baltimore. Okay, cool. Hey, we got a compensation pick as Sean Bryant heads to Seattle. Seattle, who is still paying Jeremy Robertson way too much money somehow. No idea how the heck that deal got approved, but it basically handicapped the Mariners. I mean, Larry Walker leaving, yes, that stinks. Getting Lance Berkman to replace him, big upgrade. Their payroll is 4th, and they still have room to grow because their owner isn't a skinflint. Like mine. He's 74. And oh, the budget hole gets worse in the next 2 years. I mean, if Guillen opts out, I think we may need to look at doing a retool of this club. See if we can't line up a whole bunch of guys on the same schedule. Because the Rangers are going to kind of run the show for the next little while. 2005 is basically going to be the last gasp for this team, and Saarloos isn't even eligible. No! That's a terrible deal. No way you're getting Soria and Green. Oakland. What the hell, dudes? Voting results. Clemens and Yount get in. No taint of needles in Roger Clemens' career here. 4 Cy Youngs, 10 All-Stars. Lots of people dropped off the ballot. Steve isn't one of them. Ah, it hurts to blink. R.A. Dickey heads to Texas for 2 years. Looks like it's just a run on relievers. Luis Pineda goes from Detroit to the Mets. Erstad gets 7 years, $62 million from the Orioles. Trot Nixon goes to the Twins up for 3 years. Robin Jennings from Los Angeles to Philadelphia. Falkenborg from Detroit to Baltimore. Roy Halladay signs with the New York Yankees. 4 years, $5.5 million. That stinks. The worst part is the Dodgers are getting better again. Adding Rowand. Yeah, we're just going to speed through spring training. unless we're on the road for the season. Scott Shields to the Padres, so he stays in division. That's a problem. And there it is. The Montreal Expos are no more. Say hello to the Washington Nationals. All right, as we enter the preseason, that didn't take too long at all. Yay, we got our budget increase back. We can actually go out and sign people now if we wanted to. Adding a fifth starter would be ideal considering Sarlos is out. Vitko would be a good grab. Yeah, we'll give him a spring training offer. Trey Johnson still available on the market. Bagwell, Carlos Beltran and his mighty bat. All right, Santiago Perez is going to get a free or an invite to spring training. Todd Walker goes from Detroit to the Athletics, so the A's are still a dominant market force. Our old friend Radinsky heads to Minnesota. Shields right over to the Padres. So we are starting the season at home against San Diego. Are we visiting Washington anytime soon? Yes, so that I'm circling as a fun game. Go check out RFK Stadium. There it is. Silva M continues to do amazing work with all these 3D models. So with Orr getting ARB decline, this really is Campana's turn to take over second base. We'll see Khalil Green over at third. Steven Drew's going to get better. Katana's ratings went down. Great. Bolchin's got a rating bump. Okay. Pena's our new defensive shortstop, and better than Orr, I'd like to point out. Can't wait to see what Stephen Drew can do. It just would be nice if the team didn't completely disappear in the postseason like Thames did. Alright, Joe Vitko and Santiago Perez have joined our minor league club and will get invites up. Also getting invites, Drew, Watson, Cuevas. Melvin Upton Jr. coming along nice. Kirk Sarlos will go on to the 60-day. So Scott, Coe, Rolandini, Juarez, Vitko. I can get behind that. And Sanchez is available. Yep, I want Chip Cannon at first base going forward. We saw a preview of what he could do. Someone's going to win the second base job. I'm not sure if it's going to be Campana or someone else. But I want to give other people a chance. Alright, let's get to the draft pool announcement and see which prospects are going to be entering the league this year. I see FKN is rolling right now, so once we're done, we're going to raid into him. Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, the EMLB postseason is going on. Okay, glad I didn't give Rolandini the big sack of money. Oh, Griffey's starting to get some regression now. At age 35. Dave Nilsson heads to the White Sox. I mean, he had a good season with us, but he also is not Chip Cannon. Shinjo heads to the Marlins. At least he's staying stateside, if nothing else. Jesse Cross still active in the majors. That's cool. All right, and the draft pool. This is the Daniel Murphy draft. Lorenzo Cain. Tim Lincecum. Okay. Very interesting pitcher. Cutchin. Clayton Kershaw. 95 stuff. Hello, curveball. I mean, none of these guys are going to fall to me, but... Hey, it's Kenji Jojima! We're projected to get Wilson Ramos. And our compensation pick will give us Giancarlo Angulo. I mean, I'd rather go for like an Ian Kennedy type. Or a Chris Archer. There's options out there that I don't have to stick with that guy. Chip Cannon is basically making our case for us that he's going to be a part of this club. All right, first day off. Time for cuts. Let's send Crane down. Bostick and Camacho both. And Sanchez just can't figure it out. He's going to get a chance a little bit longer, but he is the immediate next man off this boat. I think we may have to cut bait on Sanchez. He's just not getting it. Like, willfully not getting it. Hillenbrand, Domit. Oh, Josh Hall is out of option years, so let's waive in DFA. Dusty Gomon was rushed. Tony James, who we got in the Boston deal, has not played well enough. Either has Santiago Perez, but I'm willing to give him a little bit longer runway. Outfield, I don't feel like cutting anyone. Let's run with that and see what happens. Next off day is the 23rd. Okay. I want to protect Thames as much as possible, so he's going to go onto the injured reserve. Is it Abraham Valencia who comes up? Ooh, Colomarino has a nagging injury. Oh ho. I guess the natural isn't immortal. All right, Vitko's going to be in the bullpen. I'm not going to take him up on his invite. Randazzo's been kicking butt, though. I think might be Jeff Randazzo who takes the 5 spot. So we're going to demote Vitko. That's our pitching staff. This is it. We're going to send Aubrey down. We're going to release Perez, or demote him. Drew is not quite ready for the prime time just yet, so down he goes. I need to see Campana figure it out. Otherwise, it might be Khalil Green getting the starts at second. Give him a chance. See if he runs with it. Colina will have his final option year burnt. We have one last cut. It's probably going to be Valencia, but let's just wait for Tens to come back. Perfect! Tens will be back right in time. So we are going to send Valencia down. Watson down. Credit where credit is due. Oh, Khalil Green basically did nothing after taking over as the starting second baseman. All right, it's Campana. Congratulations on making the Major League Club, Jeff Randazzo. Mark Burley out for season. Oof. Ooh, Sizemore getting a multiple stat boost. Hello, sir. Now, if only we can convince, what's his name? Ken Griffey Jr. to leave the team. Maybe I shouldn't have given Griffey the no trade clause. At least by not giving Vitko and Santiago the contracts, I'm not going to run into a situation where I'm under budget. I still have budget to go. Win it all this year. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the ideal. 15th best prospect pool, though. I'll take that. All right. Thames is healthy again. How do we only have... Okay, we need to get some outfielders. So, Pena Jr. is going to be demoted. Thames comes across. Wait, we didn't need to do that. Ugh, I burnt an option year. Rats. Okay, no, it didn't count. Phew. Can any of my infielders handle the outfield is the question. Nope. So once someone gets healthy, Pena Jr. will probably get... Or once Sizemore gets healthy, Pena Jr. probably gets sent down anyway. So we added, just because he was around, Chip Cannon. Great name. Cannot wait to see him slug with the big club. V-Mart, looking for a good season from him. Campana won the second baseman job back. We'll see if he can actually keep it up. We really are putting our trust in Brian Sanchez to be the closer, aren't we? Okay. We start next season, or this season, and Tim's got a lot of money. He's worth it. Eager to see Stephen Drew finish developing into our future third baseman. I don't like this, though. 2 99-plus win seasons, bounced in the division series because we got stuck as the wild card. I mean, at least we are doing better than the real-life Rockies. That was always the goal. Projections. Orioles win the AL East. Royals repeat. Rangers repeat. They're calling Colomarino and Aldridge for 55 apiece. Mets, Cubs, They're calling for us to finish 53 and 109? Huh? Is this because Thames was injured? I mean, if that holds true, we got a lot of trading to do in the offseason. But that will be for another day. Let's go raid into Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. The raid phrase is Rocky Raid, and you'll see me on Saturday with the Saturday Seafarers. I forget where in the season we are. I think it might be the 2031 opening day. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me tonight. Firage, take us out. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. And if I don't, I'll see you on Saturday. But yeah, great rest of the week.